What's up everybody, it's Coach Q again. Today we'll be demonstrating a very good 2-ball drill, guaranteed to help you improve your ball handling and your finishing ability. This drill particularly impacts your ball control and your ability to have adaptive handles and finishes based on how your defenders will play you. First, we're going to discuss doing the drill properly, and then we'll go into some variations and key components. For the first stage of this drill, we want to start at the top of the key with both balls, and we're going to take 5 to 10 good stationary pound dribbles. We want to vary between standard and alternating dribbles, so that's dribbling at the same time versus staggering the timing.
That looks good.
After we take our 5 to 10 pound dribbles, we're going to do one good solid move. That one move does involve using both balls, which means one will be crossing over while the other ball goes behind your back, between your legs, or whatever you decide to do in your progression. For the beginner stages of this drill, after completing our initial move, we just want to take a straight line drive to the rim and finish as indicated here. Here's a good example of the same basic stage, but with the reverse added at the end. Notice the low and tight dribbles as well as on the crossover and while cuffing the second ball. Now, while there are multiple different types of finishes to utilize in this drill, there are a couple key ways we want to make sure that we get the most out of our finishes. So how exactly does finishing work with this 2-ball drill? Well, we want to start off by dropping the ball that's in our off hand, that is the hand that won't be doing the layup. For this video, we did not actually demonstrate dropping the ball. Instead, we focused on the next phase, which is cuffing the off ball. The point of dropping the ball to start is just to make sure we don't have too much to focus on, but we're also still being adamant about what we do with that ball. So we're not just dropping it in our path and trying to trip over it. We're going to push it slightly out of the way to make sure we are still thinking about that ball. Cuffing the ball is a little bit trickier, as now we have to focus on that second ball to make sure it's secure while maintaining that excellent finish with the other hand. It's very important to go both ways on this drill as well to make sure we get significant work with both hands while maintaining equal responsibilities throughout. Once we get very comfortable with dropping or cuffing the ball, we want to switch up the way that we finish. This means being able to use both hands on both sides, as well as reverses, floaters, euro steps, high pickups, all kind of things like that that really challenge your finishing ability. So that is all about how the beginning stage of this drill is conducted. For the second phase, we're not taking a straight line drive anymore after our initial move. Now we're going to be attacking from the top to the wing and then doing a second move to change direction and attack the goal at an angle. This version is significantly more difficult because you are changing direction multiple times, as well as adding an additional move requiring additional ball control. All the same rules apply, as well as the progression pattern. Keep expanding your variety of dribble moves as well as finishes until you're really challenging yourself. A partner is not necessary for this drill, but if you happen to have one, have them stand on the wing acting as a help defender. They should do little more than just stick a hand in to make you change direction that second time. Now, some key points. As with all of our ball handling drills, we want to make sure we are constantly pounding the balls. No soft dribbles, we want to be trying to throw them through the floor. We also want to work to keep the balls low and tight. Given the first point, this is going to be kind of challenging. We want to keep our finishes tight. We want to be adamant about not ignoring that second ball. You have to be aware of it at all times because you need to be aware of everything going around you when you're driving in like that. If you're dropping the ball, make sure you push it aside. Don't just let it fall. And if you cuff the ball, make sure it's nice and secure so no defender can come over and grab it while you're finishing. And lastly, be able to adapt to your mistakes and the unexpected bounces that come with 2-ball dribbling drills. Particularly when adding in that defender, you want to be able to change your direction and adapt to what they make you do. This is Coach Q. Comment if this drill helped you.